Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome to I think it's 6 of the NFL season. My goodness, isn't that crazy? It's actually insane we're in week 6. I can't even believe it. But welcome, and I'm back, Caleb. We're here, and I'm fucking excited. The Texans killed the fucking Ravens last week. Anyways, boys, welcome back. Let's get started. I gotta go quick this week. I've got somewhere to be. I gotta go to work, and then I got a date tomorrow. So I gotta do this pretty fast, and I've got to do the other video too. So here we go. Let's get it started. But welcome back. I hope everyone had a good week last week, and this weekend's Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Let's get it, and your families. Let's fucking go, baby. All right. So we start with the New York Giants and the Eagles. Eagles are going to win this game. I like the Giants. I hope Cam Scatterbo gets a touchdown or two because he fumbled last week, unfortunately, and then they ended up losing to the Saints. I think the Eagles take this and kill them, to be honest. But we'll see, right? We never know. It is the NFL. And here we go. Now we got the team that beat the Eagles. The Eagles are 4-1 now because of this team, the Broncos. I'm going to take the Broncos. The Jets are 0-5. They suck. If they win, that will be really, really, really weird. I can't see it happening. And with that being said, I think the Broncos are going to absolutely storm them. I think both those games are just like pretty simple games, but they're both going to be fun. That's the one in England at 9:30 in the morning, the Broncos game. So tune in for that one. That's before 1 o'clock, so that's going to be a fun game. Now let's move along to our 1 o'clock slate. We got Dolphins and the Chargers. So for me personally, the Dolphins lost to the Panthers. So like that's the problem. I think that the Chargers are going to – I know that they lost last week to the Commanders. I took the Chargers, but I didn't know that Daniels was starting. I'm definitely taking the Commanders this week. Anyways, Chargers to beat the Dolphins. I don't think that's going to be much of a game because the Dolphins suck. So that's yeah, we'll see what happens there. All right, I'll move on. This is the team. No, they didn't lose to the Panthers. Oh, no, they did lose to the Panthers. They lost to the. Who did they lose to? Oh my God, it was so sad. That's so funny. Titans. Yes, Cam Ward. Congratulations, Cam Ward, on his first win in the NFL as a rookie quarterback against the Cardinals. Can't believe they won that way. I don't know if you guys watched that game. That was a funny-ass play that happened to the Cardinals, and that's why we call them the Retardinals. And with that being said, give me the Colts at home. I think they're going to kick the Cardinals' ass, especially with a bunch of injuries that they have. So give me the Colts there. All right. Sorry. Damn, POV. All right, now we got the Ravens and Rams. Now, I don't know if Lamar's starting, and even if Lamar's starting, I'm still going to take the Rams. I think they're a better team than the Ravens. Big ups to my Texans on the big win against, I think, like 42-14. What a game. Anyways, give me the Rams in this game. I think they're going to win. They have a better team. They're not injured comparably. And I just think even if they weren't both injured, I still think the Rams would beat the Baltimore Ravens if it was like a Super Bowl or some shit. So, yeah, give me the Rams there. Let's move on here. We've got the 2-3 Panthers. Isn't that funny? The Panthers, they usually suck, and they actually have 2 wins to start the season. They have 3 losses, That's kind of crazy. Cowboys, I think they're 2-1 on the road to face the Panthers. This could be a really close game, to be honest, but I don't think it will be. It could, but I don't think so. I think the Cowboys are going to kill the Panthers, to be honest. I think they're going to win by like a touchdown or 2. But I kind of hope it's close because, again, I hate the Cowboys and I like the Panthers. I say this every week, and I can't pick the Panthers because they're so fucking weird and inconsistent. However, yeah, no, give me the Cowboys, and if I'm wrong, that's awesome. Just like last week, I was wrong and it was awesome because the Dolphins lost to the Panthers, and I picked the Panthers. Or I picked the Dolphins, and I said I should have picked the Panthers like I wanted to. But I just can't. Like, I don't know. Unless they show me that they're consistent, then I maybe can start picking the Panthers, but they're just weird. So give me the Cowboys. All right, let's move on to Saints and Patriots. Patriots with a big win. So the 2 undefeated teams both lost last week. The Bills lost to the Patriots at home. What a game. What a game by Stephon Diggs. What a game by Drake May. What a game. Great game to watch. Saints, first win by friggin' Spencer Rattler. Good job for you too, bro. All the rookies are, second year, they're all getting their W's. Anyways, with that being said, the Saints are not as good. I think the Patriots are going to come into New Orleans and kick their ass, to be honest. I just think that the Patriots team's amazing, and I honestly think they're going to make the playoffs. I don't remember my playoff video now because it's been like fucking 6 weeks somehow, but I think that the Patriots are going to make the playoffs. So scratch the Bengals. Well, because, yeah, exactly. Fucking Joe Burrow's injured again, so I put the Bengals in the playoffs, and I ended up making them beat my Texans. But I actually look back on that video, and I think we would have beaten them because we have a better defense, and we never losing the wild card. But anyways, it doesn't matter anymore because I'm wrong. So we'll see what happens in the playoffs. But we're a while away, so let's go. Anyways, off track. Give me the Patriots. I think they're going to kick their ass. All right, Steelers-Browns. Steelers at home. Finally, they had their bye week. last week, first week of bye weeks. Browns playing pretty decent. I can't even lie, man. Hey, they did get smoked last week, but it's the Lions. Anyways, give me the Steelers to absolutely destroy them. I mean, okay, well, Myles Garrett probably will sack Aaron Rodgers maybe once or twice, but I still think the Steelers defense is going to kill the Browns offense, like Dylan Gabriel. He had a good start last week. They did lose. They almost won against the Vikings. Sorry, it was the Vikings. Yeah, true. Wrong team. I'm tripping. But no, yeah, I think the Steelers come off the bye week at home and win the game. It's not even going to be like an ass beating. It's going to be like a 3-point win. Or like, the Steelers are so weird. They like to barely make the playoffs and lose in the, everyone knows, but they like to win games and barely win them. And then it's usually the defense that wins it for them with interceptions. But anyways, I'm off track again. Give me the Steelers. I guess I'm not really. All right, now Raiders at home taking on the Titans. Good job, Cam Ward, on your first win in the NFL. The Cardinals kind of gave you the game. So, it's a debatable first one. But, congratulations on your first win. Raiders, they're going to win this game. They had a bad game last week. I think Geno Smith gets right this week. He always has off games and then really good games. So I'm going to take Geno Smith at home, and they're home as well. The Titans had their first win of the season, and I don't think they're going to get their second. I don't think they're good enough. I think they got lucky because the Retardinals are terrible. So, give me the Raiders against the Titans there. I think they'll get a win at home, bounce back for Geno Smith and Pete Carroll, and they'll move to, I think, 2-4. I think they're 1-4 right now, I think. So, anyways. Now move on to a fun-ass matchup. Seattle versus... The Jaguars beat the Chiefs. This is just amazing. The Chiefs just keep randomly losing, and I didn't think they'd lose to the Jaguars, actually, but I thought there could be a chance, and then they actually did, and that's crazy to me. But they're playing the Seahawks, and it's in Seattle. I think it's in Seattle. Shit. Let me check. Hold on. I gotta check now. I don't remember. I got my computer right here for, picks. For the picks against the spread, but damn, bro. Who's home? Sorry, I've never done this either. Jaguars are at home, actually. Sorry, Jaguars are at home. They're at home again, 2 weeks in a row. They're feeling really confident. But there's something with Seattle. I know they have to travel across the whole. I just think that they bounce back. They had a really good game against the Buccaneers, and I just think that their defense is going to be too much for Trevor Lawrence. But maybe I'm wrong, and maybe the Jags go friggin' 4-2. And I can't believe they're fucking 3-2. So, yeah, anyways, give me the Seahawks, hopefully, to win this game and upset them. I think the Jags are favored, so give me the Seahawks there. And let's move on to another game. I think these are the 4 o'clock games. This is 4 o'clock games now. We got the Buccaneers and 49ers. The 49ers are and the Buccaneers are fucking amazing. Baker Mayfield, as I keep saying, he literally has 4 game-winning drives in the last 2 minutes. He's literally Patrick Mahomes, but he's not. He's Baker Mayfield. So anyways, bake me a fucking cake. They're going to beat the 49ers. It might even be a close game, but he's still going to win the game because all their games are close, and he still comes out with it because their defense is injured. If they didn't have an injured defense, this team would be fucking probably undefeated. But unfortunately, they've been had to suffer, Mike Evans, a bunch of O-linemen, D-linemen. So unfortunately, that's where we are. But they're starting to get healthier. Is that English? Yes. With that being said, I just think the Buccaneers are way better. I think the Buccaneers might win the Super Bowl. At this point, I think they can beat the Eagles, to be honest. So, I know they lost already this season, but the playoffs are a different thing, especially when the Bucs beat them last time. So, but that was also without Saquon Barkley, so let's see how that goes. All right, let's move along. This is gonna be a fun matchup, actually. Now, got Aaron Rodgers versus Joe Flacco. 2 of the OG. They're 40-year-old quarterbacks. This is Aaron Rodgers. I'm actually retarded. Wrong team. Sorry. Jordan Love versus. Sorry, I don't know. I got so excited. I forgot. Anyways, Jordan Love is gonna ball out. But Joe Flacco got traded to the Bengals. They're probably going to play better. Maybe not. I don't know. Jake Browning has some pretty good chemistry with Jamar Chase and friggin' T. Higgins. But I still think the Packers are going to win this game. Joe Flacco has to first week in the organization, and it's in Green Bay. As I double check because I don't want to be wrong. Because I'm stupid. Yes. Okay. Green Bay's at home. Perfect. Yeah, I would take Green Bay there. They will probably win that game by a couple touchdowns. But again, I could be wrong. We never know, right? This is the NFL. All right, now, so somehow, I don't know how they... Oh, no, it is. Okay, never mind. I was about to be tripping. I thought this wasn't Sunday Night Football. Sunday Night Football, what a game. Chiefs-Lions in Arrowhead. I think my Lions... I'm always going to say... Yeah, and I'm never going to explain it. If you know, you know. Lions, I think they're going to kill them. They played amazing. They're 4-1, 4 wins in a row, 5 in a row. They're going to go into Arrowhead, kick their ass. Probably win by a touchdown or 2. And maybe they win by a field goal. but they'll still look better. They'll still look like the better team, even if it goes down to a field goal by the Lions at the end. I still think like the Lions will look like the better team no matter what. So they're going to win this game. Give me the Lions there. All right, folks. All right, we got 2 games on Monday Night Football. This is fucking fun. That's going to be a good Monday. I'm fucking excited for that. Falcons and Bills. Give me the Bills in this one. They're going to bounce back. They're going to go to Atlanta. They had their bye week, but I just don't feel like they're good enough. I don't know. They lose against the Panthers 30-0, and they win. No, they're against a good team. And they're too inconsistent, and they're playing the best quarterback in the league, in my opinion, besides obviously Patrick Mahomes, because I have to say that because he won the Super Bowls. Anyways, with that being said, give me Josh Allen. He's better, and I think he's going to carry them to a win, even if they are struggling to win during the game. All right, let's go to our final Monday night game. What time is it? Shit. All right, final Monday night game, and then I'll go to the bye weeks, and then that'll be it, boys. All right, we're at 11 minutes. Pretty good timing. All right. Commanders/Redskins at home taking on the Bears. The Bears are starting to cook. I can't lie, but they're starting to cook. You know why? Because Jaden Daniels is him. He's back. Jaden Daniels. That's all I got to say. I should have picked you last week, and I'm sorry. And I'm gonna pick you the rest of the season, depending on the matchup, of course. But give me you, Jaden Daniels, in that. I don't even care about the rest of the team. I like the team though. But anyways, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no. Give me the Redskins, Commanders, whatever you want to say in that game. All right, and we've got the 2 bye week teams, and I'm gonna obviously rank them as the worst team to the best. The last team is always better. You'll understand. The only 2 teams on the bye week this week, which is weird. Vikings had a good. They almost lost though. They almost lost last week, and it was concerning because, I thought they were gonna kill them. I thought they were going to kill the Browns. I don't know. I didn't think they were going to kill them, but I thought they would beat them by more than 4 points. I got the point spread right? They won by 4. But they didn't show me as much as I thought they'd show me. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but they're 3-2. Good job to the Vikings, but I'm going to be honest. If we play them, I don't know if we do, but if we do, I think we're going to beat them. And with that being said, that's why we're second. The Texans have the bye week. Hell yeah. We have to play a lot of football. It kind of sucks to have the bye week in the beginning because you have to play so many games in a row. But hey, I'll take it. Whatever, not playing this week. 2-3, 2 wins in a row. Yeah, we're looking good. We look good against the Ravens. I know it's without Lamar, but that defense is still good, even with the injuries, and we cooked them. So, yeah, I don't know. And it's in Baltimore as well. So, I don't know. I think we're starting to cook. I think if we play the Vikings, we beat them. And I think we're just we're starting to become the playoff team that I know we are. I think we're starting to figure it out. But, we have to play a good team. I don't know who we play next week. Let me just see. Let me just check here. I want to see who I play next week. I hadn't checked this yet. All right. What the hell? Monday Night Football at 10? Against the Seahawks? Oh, shit. We might lose that game. Well, anyways, we might be 2-4 by, a week or 2 by now. But regardless, I still think we're going to make the playoffs. I think we're on track. And I also think that they may be on track unless they fumble the bag. But we'll see. But, yeah, no. Let's go. Let's go, Texans. Good win against the Ravens. It's my buddy's team. R.I.P. But, yeah. I hope everyone has a great day, and I hope everyone has a good weekend, and have a good Thanksgiving. And hell yeah, go. I hope all your teams have a good game, unless you're a Cowboys fan. And go Texans, go baby. Cheers.